show up.
Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my studio, Real Recording 1. Today I was kind of calling this video Man versus Machine. And what we're going to look at is the difference in feeling of a live drum track, the same sounds from the drum track sampled into this MPC 60, which doesn't have a super high resolution, versus kind of the modern, what I call computerized feel of music that's like sample accurate quantizing. All set to a really great track by Dua Lipa. Be our little example to see what impact a live drum pass can have on a track. So sit back, check it out, and let's get into it. All right, let's dig into this, okay? What I'm going to do is talk a little bit about gear and process while we have some listening going alongside, so we don't get bogged down into just a whole bunch of technicality. So, a Kai MPC 60, I've played a pass at the drums. I've taken some one-shots at the end of that session, and I've taken them from the console straight in off the balances that we're going to hear. And now we have a kit inside the MPC 60 that's got, we got our bass drum, a little ghost note, hi-hat. So something like that, basically what's being played at the kit. I wanted to approximate, basically what's going on there. I'm not doing a super deep dive. It's like one pass down on the drums. Here we go. So let's play a little pattern here of the drum machine. I also made a little perk thing that's kind of in the track, which is just hand claps. There's a track's really detailed, but that's not the purpose. I'm not trying to recreate what's going on there. Just enough of the sonic imprint to see if the feel of drums could benefit the track or if it would hurt it or whatever. So here's, I think we're going to have our percussion, everything playing. Just a variation on a clap. It's like two and four thing tuned differently. Okay, that's the drum machine. So let's have a listen to the drums. Live performance. Okay, so that's what's going on with the kit. It's interesting because when I was trying to get these sounds to match and these things to kind of lay into the record a certain way, there's a tremendous amount of mid-range information carved out of the rhythm section of the track. Her voice is getting all that mid-range, which is great. That's one thing working on this track that I'm really, I've always been a fan of the tonality of Dua Lipa's voice, but she really does have that good bark in her mid-range, even when she's doing these softer melodic things. But that's where, when I'm playing drums, where I'm really digging into my drums, I'm always after the mid-range. As a producer, engineer, all that, the mid-range is where all the attitude lives, And she leans into that, and you can feel the different sections of what she's doing with her voice. And I think the drums actually support that in a good way. There's some creative stuff going on in the record that's actually, I noticed that there's some EQ changes and things that are leaving room for that mid-range of her voice. But, the whole purpose here is, as a musician, as a drummer, my voice, I'm going, man, I think these things could benefit from having that kind of information. I think a lot of music is pretty stale in the absence of other voices in the track, like live human shit going on. So, okay, so one more quick look. Here's the drum machine when the drums aren't soloed. Okay, my drums live from the kit. Okay, so we've actually got a playlist up. You could hear that right away. So this is just real-time stuff, okay? Watch what happens. You'll hear the bass drum disappear.
Don't come out. Don't start caring about.
That wasn't my intention, but you can see how close the drum machine and the drums are to each other. They're enough that they're phase shifting. Now that shouldn't be on right now. So now we hear just the drums with Dua Lipa's record.
Don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away. You know how. Don't stop.
So that's Dua Lipa with a groove, if you ask me. So a quick note, I've got some great templates and things. If you haven't checked these things out, I just released my new Logic process drums tracking template. Basically, it sets up some aux tracks, same as my Pro Tools version of this. People have been asking for a while, so I've got that out there. I'm going to put the link here. There's some other things there, instructional behind the scenes video in here, cutting a track, also snare drum tuning course, some things like that you can find in the same place. So I appreciate you guys checking that out. Let's get back to it. You know, we can talk about what these things are. There's a beat. You know, I think programmers, all I'm giving you there is a beat. You created a beat. You know, hip-hop artists, that genre is some of the best of the best. And some certain programmers, they've got a knack of getting a feel, some kind of pocket out of the programming. But most of this dancey kind of stuff is just what I call computerized music. If you have a look, and maybe we'll take a look here, if you have a look at what's going on with that track, it doesn't move at all, right? And it's an interesting thing for me because for me, before we had artificial intelligence music, you know, I said computerized music sounded alien to me. It felt alien. When I hear it, I want it to stop. I want to turn it off. We can't play to a certain level of precision. It's not possible. It's just physically, the body is going to have some variation. In the best passage of this that I played, because I didn't make multiple takes, I didn't do a bunch, I just played it down good enough, close enough. The widest margin, and maybe we'll take a look, of variation over 5 or 6 bars is 3 milliseconds, okay? You can't even hear a flam inside 3 milliseconds. So what is enough, right? That's part of the experiment. So let's jump over to the computer, and what I'm going to do is I have it set up on some playlists here where as the track is playing, I can just flip and we can see what's going on. So let's check a look. Okay, cueing from that spot, the first group, I'm going to go back to the record. So here we got the record. I take that back. Here we have the record, okay?
Don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away.
Drums.
You know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to
Record.
hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to
Drums.
survive you, I'm better on the other.
So let's do that again, okay? We're going to come in. You're seeing here what I've got. I have a playlist that switches. We've got here's the Dua Lipa track up here, the drum extraction, and you can see my click track right above it. Okay, let's just take a look here. There was a good pass down here where I could show you. Where is that? All right, so let's take a quick look at what's going on in Pro Tools with time-wise, okay, and we'll listen some more. Here's our click track. Here's the record. So if we're bar 61 here, which is kind of, it's far enough in for me to have kind of gotten into the pocket with what's going on with the record. I didn't play a bunch of passes. This is just an experiment, you know, demonstration here. So we're at 61, looking at the click here, the record here, 62, 63, 64, 65. You can see it's not moving around at all, okay? Here's my bass drum down here. So we're at 61, okay? There's my bass drum, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, you know, kind of right in this range. So what are we talking about here in a swing about that much? If we go in, that's 6 milliseconds across 8 measures of variation from one side to the other. 6 milliseconds. It takes more than 5 to on a really sharp transient to even hear a flam. So for me, what I call computerized music is when we get back to this level right here, and we're at 61, 62, 63. You see this, 64. Nothing is moving. Human beings don't make that. Okay, it's one thing to have a drum machine, and we'll talk about this in a minute briefly. Okay, but the definition that this gets down to is inhuman. So I call it computerized music, and I can't stand to listen to it. Dua Lipa it's a great track, great record, massive hit. She kicks ass, and that's the one human thing in it that is really doing the thing. So, all right, let's listen to one more time to the record, which is here.
If you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now.
Here comes drums.
Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
Now that passage right there is one of the tighter passages while I was playing the track down. And so let's have another listen to a couple other things, okay? So that's live drums. We've heard the record there. So let's drop right in on a groove, and let's hear the drum machine, because the drum machine is sampled of the one-shot hits of what I played. So let's see. So let's hear that in context, and then we'll switch to the live kit from there.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
Drums. Record. I mean, I personally I like the drums better, you know, and I'd rather it be somebody else. But even though it's me, I still like it better. But just if you want to dance, I understand what the style and the genre is about. Like I say, I went through this process as a producer for my own project, but I want to demonstrate just feel. Okay, that's what this is about. Feel. Does the drum machine have it? Does the human have it? Why is it not in modern record making? And I'll make another video that's a dive. Yeah, there are drums on some modern records, but it's actually people that can't really play the drums that well, playing a little bit in a computer, kind of moving it around and whatever. But to me, again, I wasn't surprised, but I did dig hearing a groove in this track. I couldn't get the mid-range tamed down far enough. I didn't go deep on like the snare sound and really trying to, my room is big and explosive, and so I'm cutting the crap out of mid-range in the room and stuff to tighten it up. But yeah, let's hear that groove one more time. We'll switch from the record to the live groove.
Show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
And back again.
I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me,
I don't know. So let's do one other look at something here quick, okay? And this playlist is to solo up the drums and the drum machine, and you can hear what I'm talking about with phase. This is the same sample, drums, drum machine playing. Uh, here. So you can hear things disappearing. So even with you know, even with things being accurate enough timing wise that they're phase canceling, there's so much more life in the actual live drums. Live drums, drum machine. I just couldn't get it any closer than that on this particular track. Close enough though for the energy to show you what we're talking about here. So let's roll back one more time to maybe this entrance here with the live drums.
If you wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
So I hope you found some of this informative. There's a point I'm trying to make here. I don't want to go on a rant about my opinions on things, but I definitely want to get the idea out there that that live drums and live performance can be a part of modern music. Now you got to be careful as a producer, and I can tell you, I in that chair, like if I were really going to go after a track like this, I would spend a little more time, and I would get it so there was as little variation in the envelope, if you will, of the hits on the drums as possible, and that would just be about kind of warming into the thing, really setting down a groove. And then you got to be careful with everything else that goes on around it, because you don't want a bunch of interplay. Then it just starts to that's when it starts to not work, when you have live players trying to play music like that. And there may be a threshold of how much it can take and still be feel like the right genre. But I don't think, again, one more look, I don't think this broke anything by having the drums here.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
So, okay, you get my point. Basically for me, music is all about feel, okay? Feeling is one thing. Feel is something specific. It's like groove, pocket, whatever you want to call it. But even more than just a groove and a pocket, it's like the whole rhythm section, the whole design of the thing having a feel. That's all that ever mattered to me when I was a kid. It's all that really catches my ear about music. My favorite musicians, they have the depth of feel is like off the charts, and that's why I wanted to do something like this. Was like when I hear these tracks and I hear a banging vocal, I'm going, man, it's not like it needs busier information, just the right human touch, and again, feeling, that's emotional sentiment. You can get that from the lyric, the vocal performance, any number of things. I'm talking very specifically about groove and time and feel, right? And so hopefully you can see in this video the variations of that. And like I say, what's going to come next at the back end of this thing is, kind of a nerd route down the sampling process into the MPC-60. I set the camera up hoping that it would catch the data entry, and it didn't really work. So you're just going to hear me talking about it if you want to watch and see what I did. to get the drum machine component down. Which, one more time, I'll show you what the drum machine sounds like. Here's the drum machine.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now.
And the record.
Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
Drum machine. Drums.
I'm not where you left me at all.
Okay, enough of that. All right, so hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to stick around for what's going to follow, it's going to be some of the technical stuff I did going down. Always appreciate you guys being here. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you got ideas about what you might want to see me go through next, send it. I'll be checking it out. On the way out, I'll play the whole pass down. You can check it from the drum cam stuff of the pass as you hear it, unedited. There you go. All right, we'll catch you next time.
If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't stop now. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away.
All right, let's just talk some nerd talk real quick, and then we'll get you can get into how I sampled this stuff if you're interested in checking that out. The resolution of this clock and this drum machine in the late 80s was 96 pulses per quarter note. So essentially, at 120 beats per minute, your maximum resolution was 5 milliseconds, right? So if you wanted to move something, quantize something, the finest adjustment you could make without doubling the tempo was 5 milliseconds. Now, what's funny to me is, 10 years after the 80s, we would scoff at how ridiculously mechanical the 80s music sounded when the resolution was that minimal. What you can see in this video when we were looking at the waveform of the drum programming and the rhythmic component of that track, there's no variation, none. Sample level accuracy. Like I say, for me, I call that computerized music. I was calling it that before AI. I think it's worse than AI. It's people making a choice about the feel of music that don't have the ability to play music, most of them. And it's one thing, look, industrial, dance, electronica, all that stuff, there's a reason. You want trance music? It's because your mind shuts down to variation. That's the whole purpose of it. But what has become a prevailing thing is this quantized version of computerized music. That track is interesting because I didn't expect, as I was listening through, there's a bit of frequency shifting to keep out of the way of her vocal and that important mid-range thing. And there's also something that feels like the timing moves a bit, even though it doesn't look that way. The drums don't seem like they're moving. Other things feel more legato. It's like the B sections feel a bit different with where the voice lays. So it's really cool. There's some stuff going on there. But yeah, I still think, you know, for me, I miss the human element. And again, as a producer, I'm not talking about interplay, man. I'm talking about parts, sticking to it, sitting on your hand, playing whatever the part is, playing whatever this part is, nothing extra. You know, if you can do that, then you might be able to get some, you know, some actual human element back into music. But it does become stylistically inappropriate to just have ancillary notes where they don't need to be there. So enough of that rant. If you guys stuck around this far, there's just going to be some more of me going through the process of getting the samples into this MPC. I apologize, the video angle didn't really do what I wanted, so we don't have a video from the data entry point. I'll do that on another one. If you guys are interested, send me a note. I am going to do something with an MU-SP 1200, Rossum actually, SP 1200, to demonstrate the clock and some of the impact of that machine. So if you're into that stuff, you know, hit me with a message, a comment, something like that, and we'll get to it in another video. So enjoy the slow process of me sampling and troubleshooting some things while I get there on this. And we'll see you on the next video. All right, so we're going to sample into my MPC 60 here. What I've got is just an output off the console that's taking one side of the 2-mix mono into this thing. It's a mono sampler, and we'll step through the process here. Some of this is going to have to come back to me because I haven't used this machine in so long, but I used them so much 30 years ago. I have a pretty good muscle memory with it. So we're going to get into sampling, and here we go. We're going to get the bass drum first. I'm going to set it to 0.5 seconds for the bass drum. And then from Pro Tools over here, I've got it marked. Let's see. We'll get this next one coming up. Discard that because that was the snare drum. I think I only kicked 3 kicks. So, you know, I'm not going deep on like multi-leveled anything here. It's just one shot of this bass drum. Let's see if we go, that looks like it went over. So let's discard that. Let's go drop the level down to 45 and see what we get. Well, looks okay. Let's get out of this so we don't get a feedback loop and listen to our sound. See what we got. We can go find this new guy. Should be sound whatever. Where is that? Not named. Well, might not have saved that. Let me see here. No, I guess I didn't. Maybe didn't keep it. All right, let's try this again. Back to my relearning the thing. Okay, here we come. Let's see. All right, you got to keep and name it, okay? I'm going to try to get it just a tiny bit hotter. It's like going in between. Nah, over. Discard. Let's go back one. We're going to call that good enough. And we'll name it here. We're going to call it, let's see, D, K, 1. I'm going as fast as I can here. Simple. Okay, DK1, do a kick 1. Done. Get that out of there. Got to hit enter first, then done. Now if we go to select samples, it should be in an empty position here. We can audition it. Why is that feeding back? That should not feed back, because we're out of that. We're out of that. Okay, skip it. I don't need to know why right now. I just need to be done. So let's see now what happens with our kick. Pretty cool. It's just all the combined mics coming out. Bass drum sample. All right. I'm not even going to verify anything else after that. We can edit them after the fact. I don't want to be dealing with chasing that feedback loop. So let's get the other samples in quick, and we'll jump. I don't know why that staying active like that. I don't remember it behaving like that, but at any rate, it's fine. Let's see how that other guy's doing. Okay, so now more sampling. Okay, let's go for the snare. I'm going to give the snare a tiny bit more, 0.8, just for some back end. Okay, it says that went over. Discard. I don't want to get an over on this because it's all that transient information. Okay, let's try it again. Still says it's over. Well, I'm going to do what I said I wasn't going to do and unplug that again. And let's just check it, see if it sounds distorted. Probably fine. Fine. Now I got to walk back around here and plug that back in. And we're in the range of, you know, you guys are gluttons if you're here watching this stuff. So, okay, we're going to keep a name. Let's see. DS1, okay. DS1. Enter, done. Okay, now this one we're going to do a second layer of the snare just to have it. So there's a softer hit here. Keeping it. Okay, let's keep a name. D S. Some of these buttons are kind of old and sticky. DS2, boom, done. Okay, let's get hi-hat 1, right? Let's see where we're at. I think that's next. So we're going to grab that guy. Maybe change the length down to 0.7. 0.7. 0.6. 0.6. Let's give it that. 0.6. Not, like I say, I'm not going to overwork this here. Here it comes. Keep a name. We're going to call it DH1. Done. Let's get a soft hit on the hi-hat. I'm going to use that one. Keep a name. DS2. All right. Enter. Done. Can't perform because it selects an already existing memory. Hang on a second. Maybe What did I do? I'm lost. Let's see, is it DH2 is what that should be? But hopefully we're DH2. Man. Let's see what our sounds are, because I think I named some stuff. DK, DK1, DS1, DS2. Let's see. I don't know what just happened. I'm going to check it, I guess. This is arduous, but you know, you can skip past this stuff if you're wanting to. Let's see what this is. So, DH1. Okay. And then DK. Okay, everything's right so far. Everything is groovy so far. Now I can feel where that was. Boom. All right, now let's sample that little tambourine thing, and we're done with sampling. Okay, so same kind of deal. We're going to get a hard and soft sample hit of the tambourine. 0.6, sure. Let's go. Keep a name. DT1. Done. Okay, and let's get the soft sample of that. Yeah, right on, hungry. Right on. Here we go. Got her. Keep a name. D H no, it's tambourine, man. What's wrong with you? D T D, come on now. DT 2. Enter. Done. Okay. Now we can build the kit. I've got some other sounds in here already that we're going to use on this. So let's see, let's build the kit. I've already assigned that there. We're going to change that. We're going to make that our kick. We want that to be the DK1. Okay. Those are not our hats, so I'm just robbing this. Let's see, how does this? So then I make the soft hit. I'm just going to lay them out. Keep it simple for myself here. So we're going to go. I'm going to put the soft hit of the snare here on the top left pad. Get the idea. Okay, this is all unedited. I'm going to do the same thing with the hi-hat right here. The right side pad's going to be the actually, I'm maybe going to do this one multi-velocity. So let's go low hit there, hard hit there, And then you can go into note variation, copy, let's see, assign sounds, velocity, envelope, velocity, tune. No, sounds, one. Mode, oh yeah, we can go mode. We can go velocity switch. And so if over 44, it's going to use let's go about half, 2/3 of the way there. It's going to use that pad. Actually, we need to go higher. Okay. And then over there, we're going to use that is 51. So now we got our multi, and then also 51. Okay. Okay, now let's make our hi-hat, our tambourine. So we'll start with the low hit. Where did I put that? Oh, DT. Yeah, there it is. DT2. And then go DT1. And then if we go to that other mode, that's number 81. So now I go here, velocity switch mode. Let's go up to 80 and use, let's say that is 81, 81, and then 81. Okay, so that is that has us built. Our program is built. Now, just for the, we're going to do two things here. We're going to use the percussion here, which is going to be tambourine and clap, to give us a little bit of what's going on the record. And that'll be one track. And then we'll make another track that has the drums when we go for we're going to make two separate tracks inside the drum machine here. One's going to be, we'll call our first one Perk. Yeah, why not? P-E-R-C. Boom, 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 boom. Enter. And I don't know what I'm going to do about not having a metronome for a minute here. I think what I'll do is we're just going to rob one side. You can't put the metronome out the mix, I don't think. It's just a separate thing. Where's that metronome output? Well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does come out the mix. Let's see if it does. Let's see if that does come out the mix indeed. Button being finicky. I'm not seeing, so let's see where the metronome is. The tempo, sync. We're going to cut some of this dead space out right here while I figure out where the metronome comes at. I'm pretty sure it comes out a separate output. I just left out sync metronome out. Yeah, right. So I'm going to just take the right side for now. And we got a metronome out. We're going to throw everything. This is sucking internal storage. Okay, here's our new mark to sync in this new MPC right as we're starting with the metronome. So we're going to get the metronome happening. We've cut, this is joining. Ready? That's our cue. Okay, we should have metronome now. There it is. Okay. So, all right, we've got a metronome happening. We're going to what I like about this 16 levels, that's going to be our tambourine pattern. So here we go. There was no count in, so there's a little hair on that. Maybe it's on the playback side. We'll find out. Okay, let's go get our claps. We're going to do beat 2 on one clap and beat 4 on another. These are some samples I made a long time back. Okay, we're all sampled up. We don't need the metronome anymore. We'll use the tambourine stuff for that. So I'm going to switch that back to how we had that. Okay, everything's still rocking and rolling. So here we go. We uncut. Something's peaking somewhere. Okay, maybe it's just that. I think it's just clipping over here. I'll fix it. That's sampled with a little hair on it, but hey, what are you going to do? We're going to leave it. Got a little dirt. So what I want to do is go back in here to those claps, wherever that was. I'm going to erase these. And then I'm going to turn these, I'm going to play those without. Actually, I'm gonna record those to the track. So check this out. How we're gonna do this. Uh, the MPC 60 is gonna chase what we just played. It's gonna chase Pro Tools, and I'm gonna play this freehand to the groove of the track while this thing loops around. It's a cool way these things can work, because this is chasing with MIDI beat clock. Okay, so I go back into tempo sync, turn MIDI clock on, and now when we go back to our top,
don't show up, don't come out,
it's hot.
don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now.
So you can hear that doesn't feel particularly good where that's sitting. So quantize off. We're gonna layer this thing in now.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't.
All right, so I'm digging the way that feels. Now I'm just going to internally balance this stuff a little bit.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Don't stop I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now.
Where's that tambourine?
Don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me.
All right, that's pretty good with that sequence. Now let's turn off my drums and make the groove with the sample drums.
Don't show up, show up, don't come out. Don't show up, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time.
Forgot to move that onto a separate track. So what we're doing is we're making another track here that's going to be the drums. We'll just call it real quick D, R. Where is U on there? U, yeah, always gets me. Drums. Okay. So it's just going to be, yeah. So now when we get this.
Don't show up, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how.
Let's erase that out of that. Now we're on this track. Here we go for real.
Don't show up, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't start now. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now.
Getting somewhere.
Don't show up, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't stop now. I'm not where you left. Don't show.
Let's see what we get now. so. Not the greatest clap sound ever. That's the LM1, I think is what that is.
Don't show up, don't come.
Let's trim these samples a little bit. Bank. Get rid of some of that. Edit sound. Length. Maybe. Man, this thing is tricky. That's a little better. It's weird because that clock, there's something about the clock that feels funny to me. But let's see if it feels better if we turn the. Let's see if it feels better if we go back to internal sync. Pretty much the same, I think. Here we go.
Don't show